Good morning, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is Musa saying goodbye. Listen.
Wait, hi, I, I don't know what the fuck, but this account, and I was just tweeting a little bit, and I was tweeting like normal stuff, and then all of a sudden, and I was so looking forward to like spacing and whatnot, so I thought, okay, let me just try and see, because obviously now I can't tweet, I can't do anything, and yeah, the Twitter gods don't want me on Twitter, and I'm giving in. I'm just gonna go. What other thing can I use? Like next set, can y'all do y'all still play that? Maybe we can meet over there now. Because I am done. I am so done with this. And I don't know. Shit. I have no fucking idea. But that's the latest and it is what it is. And one thing I know, because obviously I've been like, let me switch off this light. I've been suspended, like, when it was like still upcoming and whatnot. Once like your main account gets suspended, all the other ones that you create eventually get suspended. So it's still gonna be a very long journey for us. And I'm like done. I'm like so demotivated, but also I'm looking forward to the thing. We're setting up my studio today. We went and bought the screens and whatnot. A screen actually, not the screens. A very nice big screen for us. So yeah, I suppose this is goodbye on Twitter. But do follow me on my YouTube. I think that's where we're gonna be meeting and it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna give you all some good shit on the YouTube. But obviously that means I'm gonna have to upload every day. It's not gonna be as interactive as this is. That is very sad. But we'll just have to make do and yeah, I suppose I owed us a goodbye and yeah, and I'm officially signing out of Twitter for now because this relationship is abusive. It is so fucking abusive. And and yeah, get this bitch out. This sip and relax. Get this bitch out. Pum 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 pum. Puma. This sip and relax. Intonile. Pum pum puma. Puma. Well, these things that I wanted to address, and there's this bitch. And then let me tell you, this bitch. So I don't know if it's this one with the sip and relax, Tony, but that bitch. Remember when I was gossiping a little bit, and I'm not gonna say what I was gossiping about, but the last time, and then I was gossiping, and then I was letting y'all know stuff and whatnot concerning my sponsor or my sponsorship rather, and then that shit went on the YouTube, and now ain't my sponsor so mad because then I wasn't supposed to say that. Then I thought I was gossiping a little bit, and then there's like this bitches like sipping Tony. Then they come here and then I don't know, bitch, go start your own space and go get your own shit. Cause like I want to gossip with my friends now. The gossiping thing is like it has been ruined for me. It has totally been ruined. Cause then I just want to gossip and then just want to give you all some exclusives that will stay between us. Then there's this bitches sitting and recording, waiting to go put on their fucking YouTube channels that nobody is watching anyway. So that shit, eat that now, cause my sponsor is mad, and then that shit was like watched by fucking. It has like 100 views. I'm like, no one is watching this thing anyway. And then but for them it's not a matter of that, it's a matter of you were not supposed to say that. Why would you? How could you? I'm like, I was just like, giving a little bit of exclusive to my friends and letting them know what time is it. And then that bitch is, and I know who that bitch is, that Mbuyiselo. What the fuck is Mbuyiselo? That name is so old, and then it makes me just think that your parents are fucking 100. Because there is no Mbuyiselo that is fucking 20. There is no fucking way. There is no woman or no mother, like a middle-aged mama, like my mama, that would name me fucking Mbuyiselo. Abon Mbuyiselo, they fucking earning pension, bitch. Yo, that bitch. I am so mad at that motherfucker. I am so mad. And then now I lost my account, and that's a one person that I needed to fucking address. And then because I knew they were gonna come here, and when I come record that shit of mine to go put on that fucking YouTube thing that no one is watching. And all I'm saying, bitch, is that's why I am Musa KHAWULA, and I guess that's why you are Mbuyiselo. There's a difference. Musa, like that name is so old. It is so motherfucking old. And I am so mad. I am so. Then let me tell about this fucking Boiselo. And then, then I had been nice to that fucking Boiselo that I had been. Because then this other bitch friend of mine, well, not my friend now, because I can cancel a bitch. And then that one, then that was Michael. I'm gonna talk about names. I don't give a fuck. Then that was Michael, right? And then Michael introduced me to this Mbuyisela. Then I didn't give a shit about Mbuyisela. I'm like, I don't even know who you are, right? But then Michael's like, no, you must check out this TikTok. Don't do any. I don't even use TikTok, by the way, so I'm just like never there, unless if I'm extremely bored. And then I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna check out this fucking Brussels or whatever. Then I go there, and then that gossiping, it's like they're reading news, the SAPC One news readers. Y'all guys, you better go check it. If you think I'm lying, you go check that page. It's like he's reading news at SAPC One. Like it's so terrible. And like, I don't know. I think when I went to the thing, I'm like, I feel like you must just go be a news reader or some shit, because what the fuck is this? But then, then I had been nice. I'm like, I'm also, like upcoming, I'm doing my thing. But I also know that no one should be gossiping like that. If you want to gossip, like yo, it's so terrible. It is so terrible. And that's why no one is watching that thing. And then that bitch has a nerve to come here and record my shit after explicitly say, ooh, Heike, explicitly said, please do not, whatever I'm going to share, it's just for us. And then I had shared it in confidence. And then that bitch thought they're gonna come take it and put it on their thing, on their YouTube. No one is watching that YouTube. I'm not even like, I don't even use YouTube yet, but I have more followers than that fucking bitch. I have like over 7,000 followers, and they have like 1,000. I'm like, that's why I am Musa, and that's why you Ambuyiselo, the news reader. Maybe you should go do that. Apply for a job at the fucking SAPC One. Maybe they'll hire your ass, because what the fuck are you doing? That's not fucking gossiping. Anyway, then motherfucker, and then then I had been nice, and then okay, this one connected us, that Michael connected us, me and that Mbuyiselo. And then, we chit chat a little bit and whatnot. And then obviously, how like everybody is gonna come on my thing, or they would come on my shit. If they take things on the time, I don't give a fuck. It's gossip. You guys have ever heard me complain about that? I don't give a fuck. It's just stories. It's gossip. So anybody can talk about whatever. So that's fine. And then, they doing that, and then whatever. I'm like, do your thing, babes. If you like, here's my number. If you need to like chit chat, or if you want to clarify something, or if you need me to clarify some shit, and then, we're in the same business. For the mere fact that we're doing the same thing, then it's fine. We don't need to be like enemies. I don't give a fuck. Till you want to be my fucking enemy, then you will be one, right? So that's fine. Then time goes on, and then that I remember that one time, then then he's like, Shem, he's struggling, he doesn't have contacts, but then I have contacts, and I have, I know the upper echelon people, that, and then he doesn't get invited to the upper echelon places, but then I do. Then it's not my fault, so I'm like, okay, you can just stay right over there, and then whatever. So cool. And then this one time, this Mbuyiselo had a story about Gogo Maweni, right? I remember. Get that bitch to come here, because probably this is my last place. Get that bitch to come here. I, I need to get him one more time, and then we'll meet on the YouTube. So anyway, and then he contacts me. I don't know, there was a thing that happened in Durban, of which it's true, by the way. Then let me tell you what happened in Durban. It was the Durban July weekend. Okay, so what happens is, I think it was after, but around about that time. If it wasn't after, it was just before. But Durban July, you know, Dr. Maweni was at the Durban July. It was that weekend because then she was wearing that nice red dress and one, and she was pretty, right? So let me tell you what happens. It was at night. Or Dr. Maweni and the husband, they were attending some other case in court. I don't know what it's got to. No, it's got to do with um Dr. Maweni's husband. I don't know who he had beat, and then they were attending that case in Durban, right? So this person, I think they were like, it was probably, like late in that night, but they were in Durban for that reason, right? So that's fine. And then I don't know what this other guy said. I think they were like, dissing Dr. Mawen, how we always like joke with Dr. Mawen. Well, I believe I joke with her like online when when we say we must strike with the lightning and whatever. To me, those are jokes. I don't take that stuff seriously. And I don't think she does as well to an extent. So this guy, I don't know what she said to Dr. Maweni, and then Dr. Maweni's husband, like that day, he wasn't having it. And then he went and beat the shit out of this guy, right? And then, so now this guy, obviously, because he knows good, these are like, like I would say influencers, because I don't think she's a celebrity, but, she's like an influencer of some sort. So and then this guy now wanted his story like to get out and whatever. And I don't think there was a recording, there was a video recording, right? Whatever. So this fucking newsreader, this Mbuyiselo, right? I hope this bitch is here. I hope this motherfucker is here. So this Mbuyiselo, right? And then he reaches out to me. He's like, okay, you know what? There's this story that I got in, wah, 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 Dr. Maweni, wah, 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 and the petition of the man, wah, 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 right? I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see what I can find out. Okay, obviously the first thing I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm like, okay, let me phone Gogo Maweni and find out if, it is what it is. And then, okay, then I call she. I'm like, okay, you know what? There's a thing that's coming. I don't think it's a big deal because it's coming from a nobody, that fucking Buiselo, nobody. You know? I'm like, no, it's not a big deal. Don't worry. You know? And then I tell him, okay, this is what's happening. This unknown blogger is saying what, whatever. But I don't think there is a video of it, because if there was a video, then you can back whatever you're saying with that video. Okay, so then I get back to this person. I'm like, okay, do you have a video? Do you have a what to back up your shit? At this point, like my friend Dr. Maweni, now she's like, oh my god, this video is gonna come out, wah 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 wah. Then I'm like, you know what, if this guy, okay, of which that guy posted that thing, it's like sitting on his YouTube with 20 people that have watched it. So he wanted to use, like our influence, and then we can drive the story for him. That motherfucker. And then I'd like put two and two together. I'm like, okay, there's no video. This is just like stories that people are talking, and I didn't want to do it anyway, because I'm like, you know what, if you want to give me a story, then you give me a story. I'm not gonna get fed stories by fucking bloggers, because they have their own narrative, right?